It is not like I want to keep my feelings all bottled up inside, okay? Obviously, you know that's not me. But you saw the look on EJ's face. If I showed my son how much I love him, EJ would be at that police station right now showing them the tape. So obviously, I don't have a choice. We have to do what he says. And I just have to know that it's not going to last forever. I will find a way to fix this.
Whoa. You're not gonna fix this. Every time you try and fix something, you just make it worse.
Thanks a lot.
Let me handle this. I can do this. Trust me. I'll take care of EJ.
You know everything about me, EJ.
Unfortunately, just about.
And you know that all I ever wanted was to be loved and to have a family.
You said you managed to screw that up, didn't you? You almost had it. Then again, you had to go and steal somebody else's baby and lie to me about it.
My God. Is that what this is about? You're still out to punish me because of what happened when we were married?
Right. You broke my heart, my dear.
Really? Really? Because after what you did to Sammy and Johnny today, it's safe to say that you don't have a heart, EJ. You want people to suffer so that they're as lonely and as miserable as you are.
Look, I don't mean to be judgmental.
You judgmental?
Well, we've got to be realistic. Nicole has been known to march to a different drummer. Me first, everyone else second.
She's not always selfish. You should see her with Sydney these days. I think she's more of a team player than she used to be.
So you think you can get her on board for this? And keep her there? You have to have a united front when it comes to Vivian.
Don't worry about Nicole. You can count on that.
Good. You know, you may be right. It does seem different lately. Never thought I'd hear myself saying this, but for once, Nicole may be on our side.
Neither one of us can change. What does that say about our future?
Good question.
I know I am a far from perfect person, but I've always tried to be loyal to you.
Except when it didn't suit you, huh? You know, you can say whatever you want, but you put my son's life in danger.
You can never find it in your heart to forgive me.
Honestly, I'm not sure.
Well, then, I can't live like this, waiting for the next attack or humiliation. I know that you can't promise me that the punishment has stopped because for you, revenge is like an addiction. So, I guess it is best if I go.
I'll have one of the maids pack your things.
Thank you.
Where should I have them sent?
Sail him in.
Fine.
Okay, then. I wish things could have gone differently.
So do I. Goodbye, Katerina.
Oh, good. You're out here. Whew, chilly. Shouldn't you have a coat?
Tell me, what is it you want?
You see, when I was here the other day, I think I lost a bracelet, and I thought maybe one of your servants would have picked it up.
Then what are you doing out here? We were not out here yesterday.
Good point. Well, can't I just say hello?
Hello. Goodbye.
Stefano, you don't look very well. Is there something troubling you?
Well, I'm glad to see that you're alive and well. You turned off your phone.
Yes, I do that sometimes.
I left several messages.
Okay, do I have to play it back, or are you just going to save me a little time?
Vivian is out there, Kate. You know her. She's not going to rest until we're all roasting in her particular brand of hell. We have to be alert.
That's it. Be alert.
You seem rattled. Did Vivian make a move on you already?
Believe it or not everything in life revolves around Vivian.
Then you must be having marital problems. What a shocker. Stefano not being his usual menschy self. Not treating you with the love and respect that you so richly deserve.
You know, sometimes, Nicole, you do make the most absurd pronouncements. I am neither lonely nor miserable. I have my children back. I'm the king of the world.
It's funny. There was a time when you would never allow yourself to be compared to Stefano. Now, you're his clone. You know what, actually, let me correct that. I'm not really sure that your creepy father has ever used his children as collateral damage in his nasty little revenge schemes. In fact, I am pretty sure that Stefano DiMera would think twice about hurting his children just to get back at someone.
I think you need to leave.
Johnny is innocent. And so is Sydney. And so is Brady.
How is Brady innocent?
Why do you hate him so much? Why? Why? Because he helped me keep my secrets about my miscarriage and faking my pregnancy? Or is it because he helped me pick up the pieces after you threw me out?
Why I hate Brady is not important. What is important is that he's Samantha's stepbrother, and he goes nowhere near my daughter. You have a choice to make. Either Sydney goes, or Brady goes. So who's it gonna be?
What does that mean? What are you talking about, Rafe? How are you going to handle it?
Well, I saw the way he treated you today, my wife.
Well, I know.
You think that's
but-
not killing me? The way he treats you, the way he treats your kids?
I know, but you can't let that make you do something that you aren't meant to do, okay? Promise me that you are not going to go off someone. That's not who you are.
What do you think? I'm going to pop the guy? That's a thought.
Rafe.
No, you're right. It's not a good
That's
thought.
how we got into this mess in the first
I know.
place.
Just listen to me, will you? I made a promise to you when we got married. I promised you I was going to get your kids back. I'm not going to go do something stupid, but EJ is not invincible, and every time I've gone up against him, I've won, and I will win again.
Okay, so what are you going to do?
I don't know. But let me handle it, okay? Don't go and do anything. I'll take care of EJ. Got it? Hey, we're gonna get through this. You know that, right? You know why? Because I love you.
I love you too.
Okay. Everything is gonna be fine.
I'll fix the tree for you while you're out.
Don't touch it.
Yeah. It's gonna be fine. Just fine.
Vivian, my health is fine. The only way that it could possibly be better in any way would be if you would leave.
Well, I will, momentarily. I just want to ask you a little question.
What?
Well, you know, when I came here and Harold admitted me, I thought, well, I heard him say to the servants, send Kate's things over to the Salem Inn. Now, did she just leave you, or did you throw her out?
You know, when Stefano caught us talking earlier, I knew he didn't buy that cover story about Philip.
No, he didn't. Or he couldn't because Vivian showed up and she told him the whole story. Her version of it, of course.
So he knew that she was in the sarcophagus.
Well, he didn't give a damn about that. It's the fact that you and I were involved and I kept it from him.
No, typical Stefano. Everything's got to go through him. What else did he say?
I really don't want to talk about it, okay? Let's just say it didn't end well.
Is that an understatement?
Okay. I left him. There. Are you happy? You happy you know all the latest gossip?
I knew you couldn't stay married to him for very long. Not to that ogre. Well, come to think of it, you did stay married for a little over a year. It's pretty surprising, really.
Gee, that's a really nice thing to say. It's always a pleasure to see you. Excuse me.
Just a minute. As long as you're not living under Stefano's roof, how would you like to move in under mine?
I've made my decision. Brady's out.
Wise choice.
Go to hell.
No, never did that.
Oh no. Oh no, this was Johnny's. No. No more tears.
No!
Allie.
I hope your marital problems aren't because of me. Well, I did tell you what Kate and Victor did to me, but that's not enough reason for you two lovebirds to separate.
I'm sick of this. And I'm sick of you. Go play your games somewhere else.
Excuse me, how rude. Hello, Gus. I've just had the most interesting conversation with Kate's husband. Seems there's a little trouble in Demirisville. Oh, it's wonderful, because when I make my move, it'll give me more motivation.
Did you really just ask me to move back in with you?
Yes.
Well, you know, if that's your idea of a joke, it's in really bad taste.
Now, you know me better than that, Kate. I wouldn't joke about something like that, especially not when Vivian's involved.
You really are that worried.
Trust me. She is making all of her plans right now, dreaming up ways to torture and destroy every one of us responsible for keeping her in that crypt. Frankly, I'd feel much better if you were under my roof, where I know you'd have some protection.
And when Stefano finds out.
Yes, there is that. Now, making him crazy would be an added little bonus.
You are just as bad as he is.
Of course I am. The difference is I wouldn't throw you to the wolves. So, what do you say?
I say, I'm gonna do it. I'm going to move back in with you.
Oh, that looks like an answer to a prayer. Will you fix me one?
Sure. What's wrong? What, did Vivian get to you or something?
Vivian, that old battle axe is the least of my problems.
Okay, then, what's at the top of your list?
EJ. He says if I want to keep seeing Sydney, I have to stop seeing you.
That son of a bitch. He thinks he can control our lives.
I kind of think he does. He knows how much I love Sydney. So that means I have to give you up, move out, and never see you again.
You know, every time EJ tries to control you, I wind up being his fall guy. No more. You're not going anywhere.
So how was the cookie? Did you have some milk? I spoke to Mary. I told her to give you some chocolate milk. Is that what you had?
Why does Mommy hate me?
You know, your mummy doesn't really matter anymore. I love you. That's what's important. Everything I do for you and Sydney, I do because I love you. Okay? I want to make sure that I don't lose you ever again.
Oh, sweetheart. You know it's a nightmare, right? You know it's not real. Mommy has nightmares too sometimes, okay? It happens to everybody, but you know I would never leave you. Never, ever.
You left Johnny?
Right. Right. I know. But, you know what? That is complicated, and it's kind of a grown-up thing, but, Johnny needs to be with his daddy right now, and, but I love him. I love your brother, and I love Will, and I love Sydney, and I love you. I love you so much.
Johnny was crying.
I know he was. And it was terrible. What happened today was so wrong. But you know what? It's not gonna happen again. Mom has a plan. I have a plan on how to fix this, and I'm gonna make sure it doesn't happen again. In fact, I'm gonna fix it today.
Is it done? Yes or no? How long ago? Excellent. Oh, no, of course I don't want Mrs. DeMera to know in advance. Let her find out on her own what it is to cross me.
What the hell are you talking about?
Lady, I'm just telling you what they told me on the phone. Every business in town's gonna treat you the same. No service.
You know, maybe we should put a couple drops of arsenic in these.
Excuse me?
Well, in the Middle Ages, powerful men used to do that to build their tolerance up. It would make it harder to have their drinks poisoned.
I'll pass, thank you. Besides, Vivian would never use arsenic. It works much too fast. Would deprive her of the pleasure of watching us suffer.
I don't like the thought of that bitch out there planning her next move.
Don't worry, I'll take care of Vivian. And this time it's going to be once and for all.
The information you requested, madame.
Thank you, Gus. Prompt as always. Now, tell me something. Did anything stand out while you were accumulating this? I mean, you know, I'm not talking about hurting people. I'm talking about total destruction.
I think you'll find everything you need to do that.
Perfect, perfect. Are you ready, Allie? 1, 2, 3.
Mommy! Mommy!
Hey, no, Johnny, no. Hey, just stop. Hey,
Mommy!
all right, just, hey,
Mommy!
stop it, Johnny.
Mommy!
Stop it, come on, just
Mommy!
stand here. Johnny, would you...
Mommy, I miss you. I love you.
Like sand through the hourglass, so are the days of our lives.
Please.
You know the rules, Samantha. You know the consequences.
Once and for all sounds pretty serious. Do I see a very long trip in Vivian's future? Maybe an endless journey? I have an idea. Sarcophagus is still out there in the mausoleum. Why don't we stick her back where she belongs, and we can have her share the space this time with that damn assistant that follows her around like a dog?
How many of those have you had?
Granddad, come on, we can have a little laugh about this.
This is no laughing matter.
Fine, what's your plan?
I don't have one. The woman is definitely going to wish she'd never come back to Salem.
When I came in, I noticed you beefed up security a little bit.
We should be safe here in the compound.
You think she's going to make a move anytime soon?
No, she'll wait until she thinks we've lowered our guard.
Which will give us time to prepare.
Yes. I want to set up a meeting between you and Philip and Nicole as soon as possible. We have to map out a plan of attack to stop Vivian before she starts destroying lives.
Gotcha. I noticed you left someone out, though.
Yeah, I know. Kate.
The question is, are we going to be able to depend on her? Or is she going to hide behind Stefano?
Catherine, you're home early.
Are you really this crass and small? Are these petty games fun for you? Canceling my credit cards to what? Show me who's boss? As though I need them. As though I don't have my own money.
My mistake. I thought the several thousand that you charged every week was with the cards that I supplied you with.
I have a very successful business. I have my own money. I used your cards because I enjoyed being Mrs. Stefano DiMera.
You enjoyed using Mr. Stefano DiMera's money. You don't even carry your own cards or money anymore.
This is not about money. You know that. I liked seeing the DiMera name on the card because I liked being married to you. But as of this moment, that's over.
Mommy!
Johnny. Hey, Johnny. Buddy. Hey, come here. Talk to you a second. Listen. Hold on. Let me just talk to you a second. You need to go with your daddy right now, okay? That's the deal. Hey, special FBI plan, remember? Okay?
Mommy, please, take me with you! Mommy!
Doing nothing. It's not an option, Samantha.
Sweetheart, Allie, your brother needs to be with his daddy right now, okay?
Mommy, take me with you! Mommy!
Johnny?
Mommy, please!
Come on. You gotta help me take him. I can't.
Come here.
Let go.
There we go. Well done. Come on, big fella. Time to go home. Oh, there we go. But Mary's got a nice cookie for you when you come on. Let's go.
I'm sorry, sweetie. I'm sorry about that, okay? But it's just for right now, okay? It's just for right now. It's not gonna be forever. There's a snake.
How you doing? Hey, come here.
No.
No.
No. Look, those days are over.
That was quite an outing we had.
Could have been worse.
It's one way to look at it. Don't think Sydney didn't know what happened because she cried all the way home.
Come on, she's at that age, you know. Johnny cries, she cries. She'll get over it.
Is that what it is?
Don't be sarcastic with me, okay? Johnny will be fine. She will be fine. Right?
Okay. Father knows best. Whatever, I gotta go.
Yeah. Don't want you late for your date with Brady, do we?
Excuse me?
Do me a favor, would you run upstairs and say goodbye to Sydney? This will be the last time that you see her. I gave you a choice. Obviously, you made it. Goodbye.
EJ, why do you feel you need to act this way?
It's not really up for discussion, Nicole.
I mean, my God, that scene at the pier breaking Johnny's heart just to watch Sammy suffer, was that really necessary? What's wrong with you?
Samantha knows the rules just as well as you do. The difference is she actually follows them.
Yeah, I get that. You want her to hurt. Yes, you physically want to see her hurting. But do you realize how much you're hurting your kids?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were interested in the welfare of my children.
Yes, of course I am.
You really haven't thought this through, have you? I mean, let's say Samantha gets to have access to Johnny and Sydney. What do you think that would mean?
Well, for one, you wouldn't have to listen to Johnny cry himself to sleep.
Nicole, if Samantha has Sydney, you don't.
It's a little chilly out here.
Then leave.
My house, my garden.
You know, I used to think that EJ took the prize when it came to revenge, but today I realized that everything that he knows about payback, he learned from his daddy.
Catherine, if there is anyone that should be upset here about what is going on, it is I.
Oh, yes. Yes, of course. Because I displeased His Royal Highness. I mean, I shouldn't be upset. I should probably bow and kiss your ring that you didn't order my execution.
You called Samantha and told her that Elvis was going to take the children. You are the reason that she shot my son.
Oh, of course, because she needed that for a reason, didn't she? The fact that EJ kidnapped Sydney, that didn't mean anything. The fact that he lied to her for months, that didn't mean a thing.
You also kept to yourself that Chad was my son. What did you think, that I wouldn't care?
At the time, I thought it was the right thing to do.
Who the hell are you to make decisions like that? Are you in charge of my life?
I don't know. Maybe I learned that behavior from my husband. But you're right. I blew it there. And you're not ever going to let me forget it, are you?
For God's sake, Catherine, you can't go behind my back and lie!
God, I am who I am! You knew that when you married me! So take it or leave it, because I am not gonna change, not even for you.
Your bleeding heart didn't think about that problem, did it? If I decide to let Samantha have access to Johnny and Sydney again, you are out. Not surprising, really, after you betrayed her. Now, I, on the other hand, have been giving you plenty of access to Sydney, have I not? Have I not?
Yes.
And she's beginning to get to know you again. I can see that, so I'm sure you can too. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Good. So you see, I'm the nice guy. Let's try not to forget that, shall we?
You're the nice guy? If you're the nice guy, then why are you making me choose between Sydney and Brady?
Nicole, all of your mewling and crying about how much you want Sydney to be a part of your life, I really wouldn't think this was too tough a decision for you.
I helped you get your children back. The one thing you wanted more than anything in this world.
I'm sorry, did I forget to say thank you?
Oh. EJ, you're happy now, right? Right? Then why won't you let me be happy too?
My crying days are over. I am not going to fall apart anymore. It is what it is, and I have to deal with it. My kids need me.
Of course they do. Of course. For what you just went through, having to ignore your son while he's crying, he's tugging at you. Sammy, you don't have to keep it all bottled up inside. I'm here for you. And acting tough, it's not going to make the pain go away.
I tried to warn Kate about Vivian. So much was going on at the hospital. Melanie and Philip was going out of his mind. I don't think I made much of an impression. I mean, have you had the chance to talk to her?
Yes.
And?
Yeah, she seemed a bit distracted.
Distracted can be deadly when you're dealing with Vivian.
I'll talk to her again. She's got to understand that going up against Vivian is going to require all of her focus.
All right. I'll see you soon.
Whoa, whoa.
What?
Hang on, we haven't talked about Nicole.
Nicole? Not much to say. She'll do whatever I tell her.
You're sure about that?
Kate. Kate. Well, she's just going to sink in her own private little hell.
It's been a long time since I've seen you this happy, Madame.
Well, why shouldn't I be? So much destruction, so many lives, sheer torture. Oh, Gus, this information is going to make me happy for days, day after day, for months.
There is one other point I should mention.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing in there about Nicole. What should I do about her?
Nicole. Well, she'll probably suffer as much as Brady as he watches his life come apart at the seams. But then she did aid and abet him in his crimes, so she's probably going to have her own private hell as well as Kate. So that's Kate, Nicole, Brady, Victor,
Philip.
They're all going to have to learn what it's like when they treat me badly.
You're right, Catherine. When I married you, I knew who you were. Just as you knew who I was. And what my rules were. I expect total loyalty from my family. And in turn, they get loyalty and protection from me.
You bet. Except when you start thinking about murdering my grandson.
Oh, come on. I
And
never
the
said such a
time
thing.
that you found out that EJ had kidnapped Sydney, and yet you never breathed a word to your oh so loyal wife. Because, you see, my love, we do have issues. And not all of them are on my side. Are they? Are they?
No.
I'm not saying that you haven't been a good husband, because you have. And you are. And I have been happier than I ever expected to be.
You've made me happy too.
I'm glad. But we can't continue living together if you're going to continue to punish me for every so-called disloyalty.
So-called?
Not every mistake. Not every mistake is high treason. We need to change our attitudes. We need to compromise. Can you meet me halfway? Can you do that?
Catherine, I love you, you know that. But no, I will never change.